SBC, bro. You can get him from SBC. Look for a more energetic right back. Yeah. We ain't got money on like that. We're kind of broke.
Day in the life of a terrible soccer player. First, I go to my favorite pitch in New York City, the Adidas Football Society pitch at Soccer Roof in Brooklyn.
No quiero sanar, quiero venganza. Damas y caballeros, se definió el grupo.
As a matter of fact, I am pushing tea. That's pushing powder down my musket so I may smite another off. With a switch and a beam on my blunderbuss, your hood's not safe.
One product in my hair gel. And a
Dude, I used to as well.
This was my go-to hairstyle because I didn't even know that other products exist. But to help you out so you don't do the same thing I did, I'm going to show you every product that I have and exactly how to use. First, I have to wash out this mountain of hair gel in my hair. This is my hair without any products or anything in it yet. First up is sea salt spray. This is my favorite product to use. It's a perfect freestyler for straight or wavy hair. It adds grit and texture to your hair. You spray it, scrunch it.
Spot on.
The extra powder is for shorter hair and it adds tons of texture and volume. I mean, just look at the amount of volume it gave. And it's great for the fluffy hair if that's what you want. Now, Clay and Fondant are both similar in that they give medium and strong hold. The difference is Clay gives a low shine. For a middle part or a side part, whereas on the other side, Ponic is a medium or high shine, perfect for more classic or old-fashioned hairstyles like the slick back. And if you have curly or coily hair, best products to use is a leave-in conditioner or a curl cream. Leave-in conditioner adds a ton of moisture, which curly hair really needs. Most of the time, curly hair is more dry, mostly used as a freestyler before other products. Curl cream will give definition and hold without it turning super crunchy. I like to apply the leave-in and then the curl cream for the best coverage. Now, hopefully, you won't have to use low-quality, oily-looking hair gel ever again, unless you're doing a gel cast for curly hair, of course.
Everything you just said is 100% accurate. Bro might know our products better than I do myself.
Use one.
No, he is not. I know damn well he is.
She said yes, sir. Oh my God, a man returning buster.
She don't want money. She want the time we can spend. She said, 'cause I really need somebody. So tell me you're that somebody, girl. I fuck who I want.
Bro, why does it always give me hands free when I'm trying to take a picture? Tengo una duda. Tengo una duda. No tengo filtro puesto ni nada, pero ¿por qué cuando miro para abajo se me buguea la cámara? Miren. ¿Qué pasa? No entiendo.
Hey guys, how are you? Today, as you can see in the title, at least this stream, I don't know how long it's gonna take me. We're gonna be studying. And yeah. So, what are we gonna be studying today? So, we're gonna start with calculus. Because I have to do this delta math. And then, we're gonna move to economics. And then, if we have time, we're gonna look at cybersecurity. So, let's do this. I'm gonna share my screen. Wait, actually, hold up. Sorry, that's for the title. Let me log into my stuff first. before we do something because I don't want my shit to be stolen. Okay. Delta math, delta math, delta math, delta math. Here you are. Ding, 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 dun, 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 dun. Yeah, oh, okay, there's two. Oh, Pazu. Okay, so we need to do two, but so we need to do this one. This is the main one. We need to do that one too, but like we need to do this one too. So we're gonna start doing this one. Okay, we're gonna do this one. So we have to do four. I got no. Okay, I got a pencil. I'm not. I was not ready actually. You guys should prepare before doing anything. Well, I don't know what are these. But I'm gonna use these. These are like for a binder. It's a binder separator. Let me see how it looks right now. Oh shoot. Okay, you can guys see a problem. So for the function fx equals x squared plus 9, find the slope of the tangent line at x equals -6. So we got -6. We got a point. -6. And at that point, we need to plug it into the fx function. So -6 squared, which is just literally just 6 squared, that's just 36. Right? 6 times 6? Yeah, 36. Plus 9. So it was 36 plus 9. So that'd be 4, that's 40, 45. Okay? So we got -6, comma 45. That's what we got. Oh, hold up, guys. When it says find the slope of the tangent line, it actually means to find the derivative. The derivative. Oh, okay, so we're tripping. Hold up. So to find out the derivative, we have we have to write. Wait, hold up. Let me think. You have to write. I forgot what was it. Was the equation? Hold up. Um, should I go get my paper? I should. Give me a second. Let me go get my book bag. I know one of the equations, but that's when it's using a limit. They like the approaches 0. I know that one. I know that one. I know that one. So let's see here. Let's get my little unorganized with this one. Oh, here it is. I think this is what it is. Okay, so no, it's not this one actually. Oh, it's this one right here. Oh, no. But yeah, it is this one though. Yeah, it is. It is. It is. So let's write it down here, my paper. I'll show you guys in a second. So, I'm gonna show you you guys chat right there. That is the formula, and we're gonna be using fx. Oh, so it's the same thing. It's just oh wait, no, hold up, it's not the same thing. Yeah, it is the same thing, right? I'm not tripping, right? I'm pretty sure. So let's use. I'm gonna use this one because this is the one I'm gonna remember, to be honest. Because this is the same as the other one. So I'm gonna use f of f a plus h minus f of a over h. Because you can see here, these two a's cancel out anyways. So you still only have this one. So and this is the same, that's the same thing as this one right here. It's just that it uses lim notation. All right. So wait, is it the tangent line? Oh wait. I don't know. Well, whatever. I'm just gonna try to plug this in right here. So we know f of a is gonna be x squared. Wait up. X squared plus 9 plus h, right? That's when we're gonna plug in for that a right there. Then there's gonna be in parentheses minus x squared plus 9 in parentheses because it's gonna be subtracted over h. So our objective is to find something that cancels with h so we can plug in that -6. So let's see. Mm, wait, this is an a, right? Or no, 9. So hold up. So we have technically x squared. We just put everything out. Minus x squared minus 9 over h. But that means everything cancels out. I get 0. But I need something with a. Mm, yeah, we don't use yeah, no, because x squared minus x squared would be 0, I mean 1. It'd be undefined. So that must be wrong. Let's see an example. So this one, the ones they just use, the same one as I just used too. Of FX, yeah. I'm gonna write it again. So because it's a tangent line. So as a purchase 0, oh, I need to clean my nails. I cannot find my nail cutter either, guys. I don't know why. I wish I could put some music without being copyrighted. It's not like I win money, anyways. Whatever. F of x plus h, yeah, minus fx over h. Okay, so for that one, okay, they plugged in x of, oh, I think that's what I'm doing wrong, maybe. So because for our thing, so we got f of x plus h. So we need to plug in. Oh, okay, there we go. I know why I'm doing this wrong because I'm plugging this wrong. So we need to do is plug in lim of it is 0, and then we know f of x, the function, is x plus 9, x squared plus 9. But we have x plus h, so we need to plug that in at x wherever we see x. So what we have in the top is actually not. I had x squared plus 9 plus h. We actually have x plus h squared plus 9. That's the first one. And then x plus minus x squared plus 9. That's what we have. So over h. Now we can see what we have. This is actually in parentheses. We're gonna follow that. So x squared. So let's factor, like, combine this, like factor no. Make an equation. We got x plus h squared. So this will be squared. So let's see. X and x is x squared plus h squared plus x 2x, yeah, plus 2xh. All right, plus 9 minus x squared minus 9. Okay, so all over h. So the x squares cancels out. Yes, the 9 cancels out, and then what we left with, limit of x approaches 0, and then we got h squared plus 2h over h. We factor out an h. Let me show you here right now. We have this now, right? We just plugged in where we got, as you can see here in the screen, this is our function, right? So the function f, so this is the x. So when we have it, x plus h. So we plug in that at where x plus h, right here at this x, and then we plus 9. Right, this is what we have right there. I don't know if you can guys see it. And then fx. That's just the function. Then we just factor that out. I mean, we square everything. We foil it, and then look. This is -9, +9, negative x squared, positive x squared, and we left with h squared plus 2xh. Now, for that, there's an we need to cancel the h. That's the thing we want to do. So that will equal h plus 2x over h, right? Right there. So that h will cancel out, leaving us with h plus 2x. h0 is 0. So we got 2x is our tangent, like the slope of the tangent line. Now, the tangent line, well, that's the derivative, the derivative, something like that. We write it like this, with that like apostrophe thing. Right. But the derivative is the same thing as the slope of the tangent line. So we just plug in that x right there. So that be negative 12. That would be negative 12. Yes, correct. That easy. Next. Okay. You know, guys, I might just probably pull pull out a whiteboard right here. White board. Hmm. Okay, perfect. That's what we need. Okay. Let's create some space here then. Oh shit. What is this? Oh. Okay, we can keep this here. But I did not do that good. Hey. Be careful. Okay, so we're gonna do this. Well, plug that out. I don't think we're gonna have time, guys, to play games today, unfortunately. Okay, so we got this function right here. Find this slope of tangent. So we always do the same thing. So we need to write lim the tangent line. So line lim wait x approaches. Wait, I think it's h approaches actually. Yes, h approaches 0. And then this f like that. No, what up? It's because my handwriting with this is so ass because I don't have no pen or nothing. Okay. Lim notation. And then we got this. The formula is this one. X plus h minus fx. H approaches 0. And that's why we trying to, okay, this actually looks like infinity. Hold up. 0. And that's why we need to cancel the h out. That's why we cannot just plug in 4. Because if you want to divide by 0, It's not. It's gonna be undefined or one. So let's see. So in our equation is the function I mean is fx equals x squared plus 7. Sorry my handwriting. Well, my computer writing, cause the fuck. What is my writing? Okay. So we need to plug in. Wait, hold up. So we need to plug in this right here to this x, right? That's what that's because fx. When we really have the x, that's why you plug into the x. That's obvious. So let me see if that's this my writing thing. So f. What the fuck? I can't erase it. The fuck? I can't erase that. Hold up. Just do it like I was doing it. F. And actually, if you don't freaking do the lim, they might mark you wrong because you need to do lim notation all the time. Lim. I don't know why I did that. Hold on. Because I'm used to putting a x there. So x h approaches 0. And then f. I mean, I guess you can do that, but not really. Hold up. Then we got x plus h squared, right? Plus 7. That's the first one, right here. Minus this, because that's just fx. So we got minus parentheses x squared plus 7 over h, right? So what can we do here? We're just gonna do FOIL this out right here to get let me see, can I move with this? Yeah. Ah my god. Can I drag this? Oh, there you go. To get um hmm. So x we know it, that's like x squared. We're gonna put a lim here real quick. So that's x squared. It's gonna be the same as the last one. Plus h squared plus 2h. 2xh actually. There you go. Plus 7. And then we can do negative x squared minus 7. Alright? Over h. Now, if you look at the top, you need to combine like terms all the time. So x squared cancels out with this because it's negative. Negative 7, positive 7. That's it. So once again, we're left with I keep writing x. Sorry. H approaches 0. I'm just gonna do this right away, so don't like just do it. So I'm going to do that later on. 2x h. Oh shit, no. 2x h. So you cancel this h out and just get h plus 2x. But in h 0, so you just get 2x. And then that means the derivative. I fucking know how to say that. Derivative. Well, whatever. Of fx is equal to 2x once again. So it's negative 8 because you just plug in the negative and submit. Yes, correct. Let's go. Okay. Now, now this one's different. This is a trinomial, polynomial. I mean, sorry, polynomial. Pretty sure that's how you say it. So we're gonna lasso this real quick. And delete it. Well, I thought I could just delete it like that, no? Delete, delete, delete. Okay, there you go. Okay, so same thing, same process, same. So I'm gonna just write lim. My handwriting in real person is better, I swear. Approaches 0. We're gonna write it again, the same equation, so we can see it once again. F aim, sorry, x plus h minus f of x over h. So that's the formula. Once again, the only difference just be plug in this big guy's number in where this x is. Sorry, we just plug in this here, this x plus h to two places, here and here, here and here. All right, that's the only difference. So let's do it. So we got I'm trying to make it look good so you guys can read it in the future. All right. So we got 5 x plus h, which we already know what it is, squared. We know that what it is, so we can just do that later. Plus 3x plus h minus 5x squared plus 3x plus 9, and that is all over h. Okay, so now once again we gotta um, FOIL everything out, combine like terms, make it all without like parentheses and anything. So okay, so we know that this will factor, well, it will become x squared plus h squared plus 2xh, right? So, and we're just gonna put this 5 in front of everything. That's it. So we're gonna have lim as x approaches, fuck, h approaches 0. We're gonna have the line right here real quick. So 5 x squared plus 5 h squared plus 10 x h. Okay, that's the first thing right there. Then plus 3x plus 3h. Alright? That's and wait, we forgot to put the 9. You see that here we already wrong. So wait, let me lasso this real quick. Let me see if I can do that. Scale, send to back, move. Can I just move it? No? Oh yeah, I can. Perfect. Right, that's good. So plus 9 minus. There you go. Now it's correct. Plus 9. That's the only this part. This is the only this part right here. This, all that. Only this part right here. Then we just do. This is actually in parentheses. We just distribute that negative x, that negative 1 or negative, if you want to make it clear so we can see. So negative 5. It'd be faster in pencil. Shit. Because I struggle with doing this. Okay, there you go. Over h. Now we just combine like terms. So we got 5x squared negative 5x squared. There you go. 5h squared. We have that. We don't. Plus 10xh. We don't have that either. This 3x cancel with this negative 3x. That 9 cancel with this 9. And then we just left with this 3h. That I think it did not cancel with anything. Yeah, it did not cancel with anything. Okay. So that means we are left with lim notation. Lim h approaches 0. Right? Then I'm not gonna factor anything. I'm not gonna do anything else to that right now, just to see what we have. So we're just gonna have to factor an h out. I already know that. X h plus 3h, and there you go. Over h. You see, every single one in the top has an h. You're just gonna do factor that h out. So you're gonna get 5h plus 10x plus 3 over h. This cancels out. And then you're gonna get once again lim of h approaches 0 is gonna equal 5h plus 10x plus 3. 5h will actually go away because it's 0. Then we just got 10x plus 3. I believe we did this right. Hopefully we did, because I'm the one to do it again. And this is actually also equal to the I don't know how to fucking say it. Derivative, something like that. Of x. There you go. So we just plug in that negative 3, so negative 30 plus 2, so that'll be negative 27. Imagine this wrong, please. Hey, correct. Let's go. So that's how you do it. You just plug in there. There you go. So we're gonna lasso all this real quick. Hold up. Because this is different now. So we're gonna keep this in the top one though. Because this is the same thing for everybody. So okay, this one's I think the same thing as the other one. So if we can do it easier, I think. So limb notation. H approaches 0. We know this already. So I'm gonna skip that part of just plugging in everything. So we know we're gonna have x squared plus h squared plus 2xh plus 10. Right? That's the first thing. When it's x squared, we know it's always gonna be this one. Always. And then negative. And then we're gonna just do negative right away. We just I'm the one to do all that. So negative 10. There we go. H. Now, this cancels out. Negative 10 with this positive 10. And once again, it's going to be 2x. Because you factor out. Because once again, you get this. Eventually, I think we can just skip all these parts because um, it's too much hassle. It's too much to write just to. Excuse my handwriting. I'm just trying to speed up this up. So this cancels out. You get that's a 0. So this is just equals to 2x again. 2x, 10. There you go. That's all. That's literally everything you need to know about derivatives in the first part. For right now. For right now. Because there's different ways to do it too. Because this one is fractions, when it's like approaching something. Okay. I'm sharing my screen, right? What happened to the thing? Was it not recording or what? No, because if it was not recording, I'm about to crash out. I'm about to crash out if it was not recording. I might go check real quick on YouTube. Or whatever. Wait, oh my god. Oh, this is making me so like this one and this one. There you go. Let me see. Was it showing or no? Yes, it was. That's good. That's good. That's good. Okay. Ignore that. Okay. I feel weird this way. Hold up. Let me change this right here, and you right here. Yeah. That I feel better this way. Okay. So it says for the function fx equals negative 10x squared plus 10x minus 7, find the equation of the equation, not the slope. Now, we still need to find the slope for this anyways. We still need to find it and we can do this two ways. We can do point 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 slope form or y equals mx plus b, slope of the line. We're gonna do this point slope form. If you don't know what that is, it's just It's just y. It's gonna be y, literally y, minus the point you have is equal to m, which is the slope, which is also equal to the derivative of fx times x minus x1. That's all. So we need to find the derivative first before we even do anything else. Now, once again, I'm just gonna write lim h approaches 0. I seen, I actually have seen, wait, never mind. This doesn't work for this. Because I saw a video that it said, oh, you just have, for finding the derivative, you just do this number times this number and then minus 1. So it'd be like 20, negative 20, or 20, I don't fucking know, minus 1. And then this is just gonna be 10, 1, and then the x will disappear. And then this will be, you will not put this one because this is alone. Now, is it true? I'm not sure. I don't. I mean, I know it is true, but I don't know how to. I don't know how to use it yet. So technically, let's see when we're gonna compare answers. With I remember, they said derivative. You find it by doing that. So be 20x negative 20. Sorry, negative 20x, I guess, plus 10. I don't remember if you keep the x with that one though. I don't think you keep. I don't think you keep it with the x. That's it. That's supposed to be the derivative, supposedly. So, because I don't know really, I'm just gonna plug it in here first. So x plus h equals here. So once again, we know negative 10 equals x squared. We're gonna just skipping steps because this we know it's the same thing all the time. Hold up. Minus 10h squared minus minus, wait, what am I doing? Oh yeah, minus 20, hold up, x h, hold up, here's the negative 20. Here's the negative 20. Remember, the h cancels out because he's still, it cancels out because it's sticking out. Guys, guys, we might be onto something right now. Lock in. Okay. Plus, this is a long thing. 10x plus 10h. Oh, this is a really long one. Oh my god. Minus 7. What up? Let me move this gas from somewhere else. There you go. Um. Okay. Minus. So that would actually be 10. Positive 10. 10x squared minus 10x plus 7 all over h. Okay, now let's see. Take this out, take that out, right? We got negative 10x. We don't cancel that out. Negative 10x cancels with this 10 positive 10x, and this 7 with this negative 10. Okay, yo guys, this 10 right here, it factors out to be only 10. Guys, we might have unlocked something. Find a shortcut. I might have to ask the question to my teacher. Hey, can I use this in the test if it's right? Okay, so lim of h approaches 0 equals negative 10h squared minus 20x h plus 10h. Maybe we can't do this. I don't know. I'm not sure. We just take out that h. Is this right? It looks right, right? For me, I think it looks right. Let's continue. And this was also it will equal like we can take out that 10 and the h. We can take 10h out to get negative h. You're gonna get goes 0 anyways. Minus 20x. No, what up? 10x. Sorry. 10x plus h. Nope. That would technically be it. Wait, go back. We just did plus 1, I guess. H. H cancels out. We just get we didn't need to factor that out, to be honest. Let me take that out. Cause that's the we just need to factor that in again. That's some dumb ass shit. Let's just do like h negative h. No, just h because we just need to cancel h. That's what we need to do. Negative 10 with 1h. Negative 20 with x. And plus 1. Yeah. No, plus 10. Oh my god. Plus 10. Guys! Because this is 0. Okay, whatever. Over h. Cancel that out. And then we get lim of h approaches 0 is equal to this will equal 0 because you plug in 0 here, so that will cancel out to negative 20. Oh, this actually looks like infinity. Hold up. There you go. Negative 20 negative 20x plus 10. Yo, guys, we actually find that out easy. That was so fast. We did this at the beginning. We didn't even have to do all that. Okay, whatever. We're gonna do it one more time this way, like this way, and also this way to see to compare if it works. Chat, like chat, chat. Do this faster. So let's just plug in 5. We're not done though. So what's 5? Negative 10, 20 times 5 is just 100. Negative 100, so it'll be 90. That's the derivative, which is so equals So just to make sure, negative 20 times 5 it is, right? 20, 40, 60, 80, 90. Wait, what? 20, 40. Wait, what's Julian? Lock in. 4 times 5, 10. Oh my god. 100, yeah. Plus 10, positive 10, just 90. Negative 90. That could have ruined me right there, making me do it over again. Negative 90. Now, as we have it here, we just plug in also this x. Now the point we have 5, comma. We don't know what the other point is. We don't know what y is right now. But we just that's easy to figure out. You just plug it into just plug in 5 to right here, to the x's. So what's negative 10? Wait, what's 5 squared? 25. 25 times 10, 250. Negative 250. 250. I'm pretty sure. I think that doesn't look like 50. Plus 50 minus 7, negative 200 minus 7, negative 207, right? Just to make sure, we're gonna plug it into a calc, because I want to do this thing again, just because my poor math skills. Calculator, calculadora, that works too. Okay, so negative 10 times 5. I don't see the squared. Oh. Plus 10 times 5. I don't care. I know that's 50, but still. Minus 7. There you go. We had it right. Okay. So it's negative 207. So that's the y point. I wonder which one is gonna take. Hopefully it takes the one I'm gonna write. So we got y minus, so we plus 207 equals negative 90 times x minus 5. That's it. Now let's put that in. Y plus 207 equals negative 90 x minus 5. Yay! Light work, no reaction. Light work, no reaction. Oh, so much work. My God. So we also found out this works. So I'm happy about that because that saves so much time. Should we try without just doing the what we learned? Okay. Let's try it like we just have just learned. See if we get it right. If we don't get it right, we just do it again with the normal way. So with the learn we I found out was that you did to find the derivative. You had so this is 3x, right? Minus 12x minus 10. So you just multiply it this together to get 6, and then you do that minus 1. So it should be x. And then you do negative 12 over 1. It's still negative 12. And that x goes away because it's 0. And because it'd be 1 minus what up? Because then you usually have a 1 here, but like 1 minus 1 is 0. So anything constant that power is gonna be 1. I believe so. Or 0. It's gonna be 0. It's gonna be 0. Sorry. I think. But whatever. Still, this is it. This is it. This is it. This is the derivative. I got this. I got this message from my Instagram reels. Didn't even switch it up. It just appeared some math stuff. So what I get in my Instagram is or TikTok, mostly Instagram, is math, science, football. I mean soccer. Sorry, and stupid shit. Like this is the same thing again. Okay, so let's see. So we plug in that 6. So that'd be 18 minus 12 is just 6. So that means 6, right? 18 minus 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah. So, it's gonna be 6. Yeah. Because the 10 doesn't, like, that cancels out. It's gonna cancel out anyways, because if you think about it, with this equation, you're gonna have positive 10, you're gonna have negative 10. You're gonna cancel out anyways. So 6. That's the slope. And you just plug in this to find the point slope form again. So we know it's gonna be y minus, let's see, what's the y? Because we need to, that's the only thing you need to find, because now we know that slope is 6. We know x is minus 3. There you go. That's it. Okay. So 3 times 3, 9. 9 times 3, 27. So I'm gonna write it down because that's better for me. Minus 12 times 3, that is 36. minus 10. You always go left to right. So we get negative 27. I mean 27 minus 36. Negative. Negative 10, 11, negative 11, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. Oh, 9. Negative 9. Negative 9. Oh shit, that was the worst 9 ever. Minus 10. Negative 19. So beta is plus 19. Right? 3x squared, 27, 12, 36. I'm not sure about this right here. 27 minus 36. Very quick. 27 minus 36. Negative 9. Oh, yeah, we good. So that's what we did. Now, y plus 19 equals 6x minus 3. Done! Done! That's like done in like what? 5 minutes, 10 minutes? Look how much less work we did too. Look compared to this. Wait, hold up. Oh, let me go that back forward. Okay. Okay. Fine. When compared to what we had before, like all this. Look. Look at all that work. It smells nice. Hold up. Right back. I'm back, guys. I'm sorry. It smells like food. It's just my dad cooking for himself. I'm hungry. Guys, give me a second. Huh? Oh, Sarah, you're a strong, independent woman.
Oh, you're strong independent willing to cook for yourself.
No.
Then choose to mechanic with those on fire. Right now.
What did you do?
Thank you. Never mind, guys. What did I do with you guys say?
Midstream right now, guys. You know. Midstream right now, so we just learning how to do the reverse. This is actually the actual work. It's just I found out like this on my Instagram. But yeah. So guys, just delete this, erase it. But boom. Okay, so now we get to next one. The function fx equals blah blah blah. So once again, this is just one. It's gonna be 2x for this loop. What did you do? Any, even if we didn't do this, we can also know it. This is gonna be cancel out when it comes to goes here, and we just get an x squared blah blah. But we it goes up here, and this becomes x um x squared plus hx squared plus 2xh. We know that the x squared is gonna cancel out 2, and then the x squared, the h squared is gonna, you're gonna factor that, like when we have the h squared and plus 2xh, this factors out and it equals 0 anyways. So yeah. Okay. But like still, you can still use the form, like if you think about it, the same thing as we used before. This is just 1. So 1 times 2 is 2. And then x2 minus 1 is 1. So 2x. Ugh, sorry. I'm so tired. It's 2x. And then that means that's the negative 10. That's the slope. That's the derivative. So now for the y, this y minus, it's gonna be positive, I think. So negative 25. Actually, yeah, it's negative. So these are negative 5. So I mean, it's positive, so it's gonna be 20. Right? Negative 5. Negative 5 squared is still just 25 minus 5, 20 equals negative 10 x minus x plus 5. There you go. That's the equation. Look, two lines, two little lines. Let's see if it's right though. You might be mistaken. I know this low form, this slope is correct. I need to even like check the. Okay, that's it. There we go. There you go. So tired. So tired. Don't want to do shit no more. Okay, guys. So now, let me. Um. Yo no había visto. Mi señor padre. De Slim Bros TV. Sí, como no tengo para ver el reviews. Pero bueno, está bien. Estuvo un ratico. Estuve en 21 hasta acá. Ya solo como 5 minutos. Pero bueno. Perdón ahí, no la había visto. Then I see it. What was that? 820? 825? Oh well. Oh well. In the futuro, in the future, I would like to have like another monitor also to check, to see like some comments or anything. But not for right now. Okay, so next one. The same is 2x. That's how easy this is. It's 2x. 2x, so the slope is negative 10. No, negative 4. Negative 4. That's it. Yeah, Wolf, or. Yeah, my name is Julian. Wow, why? Why is it 2x already? How do you know? By just looking at it for 2 seconds. Well, we have done this like what, 3-4 times already? When it's not, it's only two numbers. This is h plus h, x plus h is the only thing that's gonna be there, like, because the x squared is gonna cancel out with the when it goes to this one right here, because right. Then we have the h squared, right? H squared is just gonna become 0 eventually. You just factor that h and then have that h inside. And then the constant negative 5 is gonna be negative 5 and positive 5 that will cancel out the 2. And then you got 2x h. You factor out h from the h squared in the 2x h to get h plus 2x in h parentheses h plus 2x. The h is the h cancels out with the bottom h. The inside h be 0, so you have 2x. So yeah. So we know is y. Let's see, negative 2. That'd be 4. Minus 5. There you go. So plus 4. Negative 4. X plus 2. That's it. That's it. Y plus 1. My question is, would the teacher take up points if I do it this way? Will she? Because look, we have saved so much time. It's really. Look at that. Look at all that work. Look at me. Now, my question is, will she take points off? Hopefully not. When is my test? I don't know. I'm so done with calculus, bruh. 920. That's crazy. When you see, we need to study for econ still. I mean, for the econ, we don't need to worry about econ for real right now, but we should do it. We should try. We should need to write an essay. This shit looks. Let me see how it looks, cause this shit looks bright as fuck. I don't know if you can see that. You know where the intensity. Well, that's actually that's a little too much. I can barely see that too. Yeah, this is supposed to be Lamine and Nick and Nicole, something like that. I see no difference, for real. Just kidding. Well, everybody hating on Lamine too. Like about his looks. It's not even that bad. It's okay. Yo, what the fuck was that? Oh. Ah. For future me, if you're seeing this, to help your son, lock in, bro. You know this. Imagine me like in the future trying to help my son that is like in calculus AB or BC. They do the same thing. It's just like they go like a little faster in BC. Um, be like, son, I got you, bro. I got you, homie. I got you, bro. Let's do this. I know how to do this. And I think I do it. I hope I do it. Unlike, why is it so freaking bright? Unlike sorry. Unlike me, he will have somebody to help him with his math homework, with his maybe his science homework, depending on the subject. Because like, let me put this wrong. Because physics, that shit was the hardest class I ever taken in my entire life. But now, wait, hold up. If I have taken it when I was in pre-calculus or calculus, I probably would have done better, but I didn't. I took it when I was taking algebra 2 and 10th grade. Did I pass the class? Yes. Barely. Scraping the bottom. Did I pass the AP exam? I did. Barely. Scrapping the bottom. I got a 3 on the exam. And even though it's not like great, you know what I'm saying? It's not like, wow, you did amazing. Um, but wow, you did amazing. is better than not passing. Sometimes I just look at myself and be like, damn, you chop, bro, you chop. And I like a girl, she's beautiful. She just way so like she's so beautiful, like you don't understand. That I just gotta appreciate how she looks. And then even though I like her, it's like, bro, you chop, bro, you like you cannot get her. What is this? I was gonna say I did not have that before. Yeah, she's really pretty. But yeah, let's continue doing math though, cause there's no point on thinking about that anymore. Number three, I think. See, there we go. Now you can see it. Okay, let's continue doing math. So stop thinking about girls. So let's see. Given the function f(x) equals 2 cosine x, determine the derivative of okay. Do not have to you do not have to simplify your answer. You said you don't have to, but it's the same you shouldn't. Okay, let's see. Maybe it's something okay, so let's see. Using this, we're gonna do that. The derivative is just it's the same thing as slope, so we're gonna use this. You use that, you're gonna use that because with that one I don't know any tricks. So lim of h approaches negative approaches 0. Um 2 cosine x plus h. Let's leave what we have in the first one. Well, let me zoom in a little bit so it's better. My handwriting is a little better. And then minus x plus h, right, over h. If I'm not wrong, when a number right here, you can also put it right here. The thing with the cosine thing, I actually don't know. Let's try it out first, and then we're gonna see the example. So I'm pretty sure you can. So that means you will have cosine x squared plus a squared plus 2x h minus x plus Well, I don't know. I actually don't know. I know we saw at some point we had to plug that in. Yeah, because I don't think we can just combine this two because this is a way different thing. Let's see an example. Whoa, what? Given the function, okay. Yeah, I know that. I know that, but like, next example. No, I know that too. I mean, it shouldn't matter. You just have to. I know that too. No, I'm thinking like with cosine. Okay, with this one. Let's see this one. Okay. So does that mean I just have to do this like that? That's what you telling me, right? That's what you telling me? Am I tripping? That's what you're telling me right now. And I just realized this is wrong because it's not being squared. So like, well, where the fuck did I get that shit? Hold up, this shit wrong. Okay, okay then. Gonna write this then. 2 cosine. Wait, this did it put the x inside? No, no, it didn't. Oh, it did. Okay, so 2 cosine of pi over 3 plus h. Wait. Minus pi over 3. No, 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 I'm tripping. Sorry. 2 cosine of pi over. No. Pi. Bah. Pi over 3. No, 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 no. Stop. Stop. Que enemigo que como tú. Yo soy un hijo de puta. Realmente son mis dientes. Siempre con tremendos delincuentes. Right? Círculo cerrado, yo me cuido solo. Hace rato que no voy a misa. No lo conoce. There you go. That way, right? Is this the answer you want me to put in? Yes. All that work for nothing? Really? Guys, tomorrow's my birthday. I don't know what I'm gonna wear. Um, it's like my birthday, but I have nothing like special to wear or anything. I'm just tired already. I don't want to do no more math. No more math, please, please. Hmm. Hmm. We still have to do this one and another one. Or like like all the four questions, and then we'll be done with this math part. I need to do another delta math that like it was before like the first weeks of school, but like we didn't do them, and yeah, but we gotta do them though. Maybe tomorrow, maybe today. But I gotta do econ first before I do the other one. Okay, let's continue with this. Okay. Do 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 do. You're just gonna write 5 to x plus h. Boom. Our x is actually okay. We don't have h. I mean x. Minus x plus h. Leave that up to 5. Right. Minus. That's the first thing. Minus 5x minus x to the 5th power. And then all that is divided by h. I think it doesn't matter if I have the parentheses or not. Yes. Wait, oof. We almost messed up. Almost. Because we need to have parentheses on this one. There you go. Now it's good. I almost messed up. You see, almost. We spotted that really quick. We spotted that easy because the same way, guys. The same thing. Just gonna do this real quick, and then instead of doing that, then do that to x. I mean 2 a. I mean x plus h. Be careful. Be careful with the mistypes, guys. Um, to the 4th plus 3 x plus h to the third, or cubed, whatever you want to call it, minus 2x to the fourth power plus 3x cubed. There you go. And then this is actually parentheses. Always have them parentheses or simplified. You know, it's going to be negative 2x and then negative. Do not put it without it and then h. Ugh! Almost messed up. Oh, never mind. We did not mess up because there's no x to plug in. Okay, 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 okay. And so we're gonna just do like x. Wait, hold up. X plus h cubed minus x cubed over h. That's it. Done. Now this is the last thing we need to do. Let's see. I want to play some games right now. We need to do the Ronaldinho at least. Ronaldinho objectives and daily objectives. You gotta either win 3 games or play 6 games. And it's friendly matches too. Okay, lock in. Given the function fx equals x squared, determine the slope of the tangent line of f at x equals 5. Using the limit shown below, do not. What? So you want me just to do. What do you want to do? Just do this the same as before? Okay, I'm just gonna put it as we have like the section of before. I'm not sure if that's what I'm supposed to do though. Okay. Show example. Yeah, but like I can just technically just put it says 0, so I'm just gonna do it like I did it before. So we have 5 plus h wait, hold up. This is easier. Just like that. That's easier right here. Then do x plus h squared minus wait fuck 5 plus h squared minus I mean we can do just x squared for this one because the same thing. I'm just gonna put parentheses just because. 5. Yeah, it still works. Given a function do not simplify. So what we're gonna do here is e. Wait, hold up. E, and then the top we're gonna put x plus h, and the x is actually 3, so we're gonna just plug that in. Minus 1, say minus 1. That's it. That's for the first one. And then minus, I'm always gonna use this, the parentheses for this, the second one. E, E to the x, x is just 3, minus 1. When is that? Over h. Yes. What the hell? It might be because we need to get the e from here. I don't see it. Oh, here you are. You slicky, slicky little bastard. No, the same thing. I don't see the same thing. Let's see. Three plus h minus 1. Three minus 1. That should. Oh, that's why. Look, it's not going to 0. So, show you some real quick. Okay. Because we have no h. So that means there's no h. It's just that. And then, well, or is it, or do you just see, like, plug it in how we see it? Right? What goes in the bottom? X minus 5. X minus 3. Because let's see, that equation that we just, like this one. Let's see, it'd be lim h. No, it's not h. This one is x actually. X approaches 3. H approaches a. This is gonna be a. And then, oh my god, that fucking dog scared the fuck out of me. Minus a. And then we saw that this was fx. Was it fx first or no? I think it's fa. You see? It's fx minus fa. So the whatever which like I mean we know the so that means everything is 3 because we know the x2. We know the x2 also. No, it wouldn't. Let's write that again. Okay, so we know fx, so we just gonna write lim x approaches 3. We know fx is ex minus 1 minus e 3 minus 1 over x minus a, that is just 3. So that'll be the answer, technically. I think so. So let's see. Let's write it like that. E to the x minus 1 minus e to the, oh shit, to the 3 minus 1 low-key, that's okay, x minus 3. There you go. So we need to remember this one. I remember this one like it is the back of my hand. But like this one, I haven't used it that much. I don't understand her, bro. ¿Y qué quieres que haga, bro? Se está bañando. Give me the function fx. Okay, we're gonna try to do without that. So we know we always gonna be a fraction, like that. So the first one is always gonna stay the same. We're not gonna change it because that's fx is just the thing. It's like just the equation. Okay. Oh wait, but this is different because look, it's h approaches 0, so that's not right. We just gonna put -3 here. I know. Actually, no. Actually, hold up. Ah, my God, I'm tripping. You're gonna put here x plus h, close it right here, minus 5, and just substitute this x to -3. There you go. That's the first part. Minus e, you raise it to the x minus 5, and then h. And hold up, there's actually -3, and you're done. Now this with the x, so this is different. This is not like the other one we just did. So this one is fx. I'm not trying to look. Fx minus fa over x minus a. And the a is the number that is like below the limit notation, like the x is approaching. So we're gonna write it like that. So fraction all the time. 3x plus 2x squared minus 3 times 4 plus, and we're gonna put this in parentheses also, plus 2 4 2 done. X minus 4. There you go. That was it. Go back home. Finished. Now we need to do this one. Past due August 13. That's like 13 days ago. No, 25 days ago. 15. Oh my god. Ah, hell nah. There's too many. I'll do that later. Okay, we're done with this one. Let's see how much time have we been studying for. Almost 2 hours. Golly. But now we got good understanding, I think. I think we have a good understanding of derivatives. Oh, at least of that. I don't want to do this actually. I don't want to. Now, we're gonna do my econ. Now for my econ, you guys cannot see much, but you can see my hold up. Guys, let me put my camera on real quick. Just my camera, cause you cannot see my credentials or anything. Google Classroom. And I'm just gonna take hand notes. I got the thing already printed out. That's not the right one. This one's from last unit. It's this right here. I'm just gonna fill it in, try to understand it, and then because we got a quiz to take first of all. I'm gonna take it way before September 5th. Okay, and we need to do an assignment. Slide notes right here. Okay. Let's wait for it loads. I look you want to put a series on my TV while I do this. Cause I mean, or I think I just need to stay focused. This shit not loading, but damn. I guys, something I really hate that I hate it is slowness. Oof, bro. The shit when it's slow, it pisses me off. It piss me off. Like some other people say it piss me off. Okay. So let me see if you can see, guys. Can you guys see properly? Yes. Sorry, it's just I'm making sure you guys can see. Perfect. Okay. Seriously, if you can see, I see myself pause, and so I'm scared. I get scared that it's not recording. So I'm like, no. Okay. So this is CP. I was gonna take AP, but like some complication happened. We're gonna do like into like 10, 30, 11 kinda. Because we need to go shower. I need to go to sleep. My birthday soon. My birthday's in 2 hours. Okay, quantity demanded, QD and demand D. Demand versus demanded, blah blah. Okay. Introduction to demand. I'm gonna read it for you guys because I'm so nice. To understand many of the concepts in this unit, we need to remember some important terms first. Inputs, outputs, input and outputs. Okay. Inputs are resources, factors of production. Outputs are finished goods and services. Inputs are used to make outputs. Short run, long run. Right now, sometime in the future. So hold up. It's another name for resources. So that means we can put input right here. Input. Finished goods, output. We knew that. In respect of time, it considered to be right now. Short run. And then the other one is long run. Okay. Now on the demand. Demand. Onto demand, represented by the letter D, is the ability, willingness, and desire to buy a product. You cannot have demand without all three components: ability, willingness, willingness. There you go, and desire to buy. So, demand is the ability, willingness, and desire to buy a product. And you must have all three. Demand is quantity demand at all prices. You see this video? Hopefully they're gonna copyright it.
Usually, they're represented by a graph like this. So what does this mean? Well, let's start with the demand curve. In short, a demand curve shows how much of a good people will want at different prices. What happens when there's a big sale? Well, at a lower price, people buy more. More shirts, more pants, more video games, and they do stuff like this. This is what happens on Black Friday when retailers lower their prices to get people to buy stuff for Christmas. The demand curve illustrates the intuition for why people go nuts on Black Friday. Price is shown on the vertical axis, and quantity is shown on the horizontal. Here's the normal price, and here's the Black Friday reduced price. Simply put, the quantity demanded increases as the price gets lower. But let's delve a little deeper. There's a different demand curve for every good or service out there, but the ideas are the same. So, let's look at the demand curve for one of the most important products in the world.
Food.
Oil.
Oh.
Oil is used in a wide variety of products, from fueling cars and planes to heating homes and making plastic for rubber duckies. Looking at the demand curve for oil, we see a familiar relationship between price and the quantity demanded. At a high price, $55 per barrel, there's a relatively low demand, let's say 5 million barrels. At $20 per barrel, 25 million barrels are demanded. As the price goes down, the demand for oil increases. And at $5 per barrel, 50 million barrels of oil are demanded. But there's more to why the demand curve looks like this. As we mentioned before, oil has many uses. Some of those uses are high-value uses, uses for which oil has few substitutes. An example would be jet fuel. Right now, you can't fly jets on corn or natural gas. If you want planes that fly, you're stuck with using oil. Other uses are low-value uses, like making gasoline or plastic for these guys. When oil prices are relatively low, the oil that is being demanded is used for high and low-value goods alike. As the price of oil goes up, so does the price of making plastic and gasoline, and at some point, the cost of these low-value use products will get high enough that some people might skip buying a rubber ducky altogether or buy a substitute like a wooden bath toy. Same goes for gasoline. As the price rises, people will economize. They will buy more fuel-efficient cars or forego that road trip completely. For these consumers, the benefit of buying these products is too little to justify the cost. At these high prices, the demanders that are left are the ones who value oil the highest. For them, the benefit of, say, having planes that fly outweighs the increased cost. They still demand oil. So, with a simple line, the demand curve summarizes all the many and diverse ways that people respond to a change in price. But it doesn't stop here. If you want to test yourself, click Practice Questions.
Nope. No, thank you. I'm good. I'm tired already. I don't want to do this. Yeah, I'm so tired already. I don't want to do it, bro. It's like economy. Fuck that shit. What the fuck? Bro, Bless be like just releasing songs all the time. The fuck, she released like 3 songs in like less than a week. I might listen to it later. Later. It's already 10. So I think that let me check something real quick. Cause guys, I also have to do an essay. Yeah, it's not perfect yet. Yeah. I have to do an essay. I got a test tomorrow. You got a test tomorrow. Don't wanna do nothing anymore. To be honest, guys, I'm done studying. Studying is so hard. I wanna just gonna play some games, but it's already late. May as well just finish at least the first PowerPoint point, or in the second PowerPoint maybe. Maybe the first PowerPoint for right now. And I mean, you should practice for the test we have tomorrow. But I think we'll be fine. Bro, it's because I thought math's gonna. I mean, I knew math's gonna take like at least an hour, but like almost 2 hours. Yeah, buddy. I mean, I guess it's fine because I feel better with math right now. Also, I feel like my face is clearing up a little bit more. Yes, I have this, but like still, like it's clearing up at least. That's what I think. I need to shower like soon. Um, hungry. I want to go eat something, but like I don't know because there's nothing that like fast. Fast I can go eat real quick. But yeah. I sometimes wish I was with my mom. She would cook for me. Yeah. Why is this eye like that? What the fuck? What are you doing? Oh yeah. Also today the Champions League matchups um released. They did it. I was watching it with some friends at like the beginning, but like they were doing the introduction, so we didn't see it for real. I mean, at least I didn't see it. Barcelona got both champions, world champions and European champions, Chelsea and PSG. And the rest of the teams are, I think, pretty light work. So hopefully we do good. I wish I could just stream the match, but like we can't. Um. Yeah. So I'm looking when I play FC real quick. Do the daily matchup, the daily things, and do the Ronaldinho thing. But I low key shouldn't. We can play tomorrow, later tomorrow, I guess. My sister told me like she was gonna buy herself The Last of Us.
In light of your unique
Wow, they're gonna Harry Potter is cheap right now. $12. But like first of all, I got no more money. I'm broke. I have to know it's like I depend on my dad on buying my stuff. Again. I don't like that to be honest. I prefer to buy my own stuff. Oh yeah. Oh right, we got Battlefield. I downloaded Battlefield. I got it. We have it in the bag. We have it right here. We need two more games. No. Tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow we're gonna do Battlefield. By Spider-Man. Do everything. If we have time, cause supposedly, first of all, it's my birthday. Second of all, uh, I'm gonna pick up something for my mom. Third of all, um, third of all, third of all, I'm supposed to go to like a football game with my stepbrother. Um, but yeah, Hmm. So, I don't know at what time we're gonna come back. And then Saturday, my dad's gonna do some invitations to people to come. I got no decorations, no nothing. My birthdays has been so ass. I know I'm telling you guys this, but like still. For me in the future, if you're watching this, um, if you're ever watching this, have a good birthday. Try um having a good birthday that you can enjoy. When you have your adult money, you got a job, hopefully. I never had like a big party for my birthday. Now that I think about it, or maybe I did when I was a little kid. Like, yeah. But whatever, you know. First of all, we are men, I guess. I'm a man. Second of all, um, nobody really cares about me. I feel like in my family members, like my uncles and stuff. Okay, let's continue doing this. So, quantity demand definition. Now, let's discuss the difference between quantity and demand Quantity demand and demand. Understand that these are two separate ideas and not two ways to say the same thing. Alright. Quantity demanded is the amount demanded at a like us, single price. It is a it is singular in nature. What the fuck? Wait, anyway, hold up. Then what the fuck does that mean? Whatever. Let's discuss demands. Let's say I've survived. I surveyed my students about purchasing this iPhone 11. I used to have that phone. Let's discuss demand. I tell the students to assume they have the desire and the ability to pay. To pay. This is what I found out. At a price of $200, 5 students will be willing to buy the iPhone. Bro, at $200, everybody will buy an iPhone. Even if it's the iPhone 11, I mean, $200, $200, and it's still an iPhone. Whatever. At a price of 150, 10 students are willing to buy the iPhone. Well, as you decrease $50, I see five students buying more, like five more students buying. How many students do you have? Whatever. All 25 students. Who wouldn't take something for free? Lock in. If I were to put an information into a table, it will look something like this. We call this table as demand schedule. Well, I don't see this right here right now. Yeah, we don't see this. I'm gonna put it right here. I'm gonna put it right here. Price number of demanded. This is called a demand schedule. A demand schedule, sorry. Schedule. Okay. If we were to graph the information to the table, it will look like the graph on the next slide. Okay, yes. The quantity demanded, QD, is the quantity consumers will want at any single price. So at a price of 150, the QD is 10. Okay. Meaning 10 customers will purchase the iPhone at 150. Quantity demanded is represented by a point on the curve. Demand is the quantity demanded at all prices, represented by the curve itself. This is the demand for iPhone. So what's the value for that? Is there a value for that one? No. Some things you should notice about the demand curve. Price is always on the price is always on the y-axis. Quantity is always in the x-axis. The demand curve always slopes downward and to the right. Sometimes the demand graph will include numbers, and sometimes they will not. For example, you may see a graph of the demand for the iPhone that looks like this, or you may see a graph of the demand for the iPhone that looks like this. Sometimes we just don't need to be very specific. Let's go back to our first graph to talk about the last thing, the law of demand. Law of demand. What do you notice? What happens as price goes down? Um, the amount of QD increases. Easy. This shows the law of demand, which states the QD of a good service varies inversely with price. In other words, when price goes up, QD goes down, and vice versa. This should make sense. If something becomes cheaper, more people will be willing, able, and have the desire to buy it. If something becomes more expensive, less people will be willing, able, or have the desire to buy the item. The law of demand review states that quantity demanded of a good or service varies inversely with its price. The demand curve is downward sloping for the following reason. At a higher price, demanders buy less. P price up, QD is down. At lower prices, new demanders enter the market. Price goes down, QD goes up. Okay, that's it. I think that's it for the first day. The first day, oh shit, sorry. I was winning accounting, okay? Whatever. Uh, I'm so done. So done, so done, so done. Don't wanna do nothing else. My finger, my finger, my finger, finger, finger. Wow. You guys see this chat? You see this chat? The fuck? You gotta disappear, nigga. Good night, Zara. Well, that's how my birthdays go. I usually just, happy birthday, happy birthday. Bye. That's cool. I'll get no gifts. No nothing. Um, yeah. It's about to be my birthday. Gonna be 18 years old. Damn, that's crazy though, cause now, just for things that let's say, oh, how old are you? To be like, you have to 18, being 18 and plus. I can put my real age. Yeah. Yeah. Oh no, I mean it's been closing up to me. Now, like any future accounts I make for you need to be 18 or older. I am 18. I am 18. No. It's getting real, chat. It's getting real. It's getting real. Okay, so we have streamed for 2 hours and a half. Pretty good. Pretty good stream. Educational stream. We were studying. We did some integrals, I think. I mean, no integrals. Integrals, no. Derivative. De, de, derivatives. We did some econ. We didn't do the computer thing, computer science. I mean, cybersecurity. But let's actually do it right now. Let's check. Let's do like a real quick review, like 10-minute review, and then let's come to you. And so freaking light, bright. I mean, shine bright like a diamond, shine bright like a diamond. Okay, screen. Making sure you guys see. And it's pretty easy. Ooh, oh, okay, why is it not loading? Okay, there you go. So we needed to. I'd complete this. Let me see. Oh wait, I did not have to finish this. What the fuck? On God, on God. I remember I did this. Bro, I did not watch the videos. Oh my God, bruh.
Let's talk about the internet. Now, you're probably using the internet right now to stream this video. You already know that the internet gives you access to an endless amount of data and information. It lets you use a private network that uses internet technologies, but is only so that the internet gives you access to an endless amount of data and information. It lets you send and receive data on a global system of interconnected devices. In this video, we'll describe the internet in terms of networking. As its name implies, the internet is an internetwork or a connection between networks. The internet is a collection of many different networks owned by many different entities that all share information and communicate together. The internet connects devices all around the world. There are parts of the internet that are managed by large corporations and other parts that are managed by individuals. But no one entity controls the entire internet. We may have a city here and a city here and a city here, and they all share a common way of connecting so that they can route signals between each other. At each spot, we'll have one or more ISPs, or internet service providers. ISPs don't manage the entire internet. Instead, they manage an access point to the internet. If you think of the internet as a big freeway, then ISPs...
Now, my question is, they create the entrance to like the internet, right? Could, like me, create that somehow? Can I create a way to the internet? Then I would have for free? Maybe.
This would be the entity that manages the on-ramp to the freeway. They're responsible for building the on-ramp and keeping it maintained and open, but they're not responsible for the internet itself. The ISP is responsible for allowing both individual users as well as companies with large networks to connect to the internet. In this scenario, there's typically a security boundary that separates your network from the public internet. You may have devices on your network that access network servers, such as web servers and email servers. They're connected to the internet, but other computers that are on the internet cannot come in and contact devices within your network. As you can see, this creates a division of sorts between networks. Public networks share all devices and they're freely available. On the other hand, devices on a private network can access public network devices, but they themselves can only be accessed by other devices within the private network. Now, there may be exceptions. For example, in this network, we might have a particular server that we do want to make available to the public, such as a server that hosts a website. In order to do this, we would actually need to place our web server outside of this security boundary so that devices in other locations can reach this website through the internet. In essence, when I do this, I've made part of my network public, or created a small public network, if you will, that's connected to the larger internet. A related term that you might hear from time to time is intranet. An intranet is kind of like a miniature internet. It's a private network, not a public one, but it uses many of the same technologies that are used on the internet, such as websites and email. An organization's intranet may or may not be connected to the public internet. A security boundary prevents devices on the internet from accessing devices within the intranet. So, in summary, the internet is a large public internetwork, while an intranet is a private network that uses internet technologies but is only available to users within a particular organization. In this video, we described the internet in terms of networking. We also compared and contrasted the internet with private intranets.
So that means the freaking school's internet is intranets, no? Because it's like only allows like certain things. So fucking white this shit, bro.
Should take through the internet to get
IP. That's what, like the thing that your computer, phone, anything with that like internet thing, like device, has, so it can be located. So that's why you should never use, like, let anybody see your IP address of anything of your devices, because it can get hacked
to its destination. When you send a file over the internet, your piece that
Yeah, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah.
says World Protocol.
TCP. Usually,
One of
TCP
TCP's
IP.
jobs is to make sure files are downloaded completely and correctly. In addition to the IP header, TCP adds its own header to each packet, which contains a unique number.
TCP just like protects your files. I'm pretty sure like it makes sure it gets to you. It gets to you. Like it breaks it down into little packets, then send them to the through the internet, and then recollects the packets. And so
Sometimes data traveling through a network becomes corrupted. Every time your computer gets a packet, it sends a signal back to the server to acknowledge that the packet was received correctly. If the server doesn't get the acknowledgement signal, it sends that packet again. That way, both the computer and the server
okay, that's good. That's really good.
are so important to the internet. Perfect. Computer programs, emails, and web pages are all downloaded using TCP. Each packet amount of traffic, including this streamed video you're watching right now. In cases like this, where speed is more important than accuracy, computers use the user.
Okay, for right now we're using UDP. We're streaming. We're playing like we're sending packets and packets, packets. So
Datagram Protocol, or UDP. Like TCP, UDP adds header information to each packet. Unlike TCP, though, the destination computer doesn't acknowledge when it's received a packet. That frees up space on the wire for the server to send packets much faster than.
So that means when you get the packets get lost, that's why you get lag. You know, that's when like the computers are lagging or the quality is low, or because it just sends packets. And because it doesn't acknowledge, it doesn't know if, oh, have you missed this? It's gonna just send it.
Than it
So
could
that's why
with
sometimes
TCP.
it's just
However,
cranky.
every once in a while, a packet will show up corrupted or not arrive at all. That's why streamed videos sometimes look a little bit glitchy. It's worth dropping a few packets to gain the speed necessary to stream video. The next protocol we'll talk about is DNS, or the Domain Name System. Every website on the internet has a unique address that the Internet Protocol uses to identify it, called an IP address. For example, at the time this video was made, the IP address for google.com was 172.217.12.14. If we type that number into a web browser, it'll take us to the Google homepage. However, imagine having to type 172.217.12.14 every time you wanted to do a Google search. DNS is a service that maps domain names like testout.com or google.com to IP addresses. When you type a URL like testout.com into your browser, your computer sends a request to a DNS server asking for the website's IP address. The DNS server looks it up and then sends it back to your computer.
Okay, that's good. That means when you like, if I want to send YouTube, right? I send it to YouTube. Right now, it sends it to before. If it takes seconds, milliseconds actually, not even seconds, milliseconds to like Zlatan. Oh, my finger. What the fuck? To let's do that again. Let's see how much it takes. Like right there, I had to do it again. Seconds. Look, YouTube already. So, like that's crazy. Cause I mean, you send the request to the server send it back in less than a second.
You've probably seen that most web addresses start with the letters HTTP. This stands
for Hypertext Transfer Protocol. And usually, if it has an S, you need to have an S. It's secure or security, something like that. And that means your information gets encrypted, so it doesn't get stolen.
For Hypertext Transfer Protocol, and is used for accessing pages of the World Wide Web. Hypertext documents contain text that links directly to other documents without having to navigate through a file directory. The most common type of hypertext documents are web pages, which are accessed using a web browser. When you visit a website, your computer first gets that site's IP address from DNS, as we saw earlier. Then it sends an HTTP request to the server at that IP address, which asks for its hypertext page. The server sends the page back, which is displayed on the browser. One of the biggest problems with HTTP is that it sends information in plain text. That means if a cybercriminal intercepts a transmission, they'll be able to read all the information, including sensitive information.
That's why you need to use only HTTPS. If it doesn't have an S, you shouldn't enter this website. You shouldn't enter that website. You can get hacked. Your information can be leaked.
Like credit card numbers and physical addresses. That's why many websites use HTTPS. The S stands for secure. Just like HTTP, HTTPS requests and transmits hypertext documents between a server and a computer. This is combined with TLS, or Transport Layer Security, which encrypts data that travels along the link. If someone intercepts the transmission, they won't be able to understand any of the data because it's encrypted. HTTPS is vital for sending confidential information over the web.
In this video, we've taken a first look at the TCP/IP suite.
Even like that, even if it's encrypted, sometimes they can uncrypt it. Okay, so network interface, network cable interface provides RJ45 port into which network cable can be connected on the desktop computer, usually found in the back on the notebook, is usually found in the side of the system. Okay, we don't need that for real. IP, Internet Protocol. IP is to route information over the internet. When you file send over the internet IP device into small pieces and adds a header to each one. The header contains the source address and the destination address, and the piece of data combined with the header is called packet. This is usually together. TCP/IP. Wait, the biggest downside what? One of the biggest downsides of HTTP, oh yeah, it's not secured. It's not secure. You should be careful. Let's, how many videos are left? 1, 2, 3. How much time? 4 minutes. 2 minutes. So 6. Ten more minutes. Well, it's a little long time though. Okay. That's 2 XPs.
Even if you have a computer with a working network interface, you don't necessarily have access to the internet. Just like a highway has access points like intersections or on-ramps, the information superhighway has access points called Internet Service Providers, or ISPs. An ISP acts as a gateway between your computer and the public internet. Generally, you have to pay a monthly fee to get internet access from an ISP. In this video, we'll look at several ways ISPs can transfer data between your computer and the internet. In the early days of the internet, most home computers used a dial-up connection. To get internet access, the computer would make a phone call to the ISP. Just like a regular voice call, this call was an analog signal. As the computer dialed in, you could actually hear the sound of the data. A device called a modem, or modulator-demodulator, sat between the computer and the phone line. The modem turned digital data from the computer into analog sound data for the phone line, and the other way around. Compared to modern service, dial-up connections were extremely slow. They also used up the phone connection, so if your mom needed to make a phone call while you were in the middle of a game of StarCraft, you were out of luck. Fortunately, a better alternative to dial-up quickly emerged. Digital Subscriber Line, or DSL, uses the same phone connection as dial-up. However, DSL signals are sent using the high frequency ranges that voice calls don't need to use, which means the data connection doesn't use up the phone connection. With DSL, kids can play online games and their moms can talk on the phone at the same time. Phone lines aren't the only way ISPs can send signals. They can also send them over television cables. Cable internet is generally provided by the same company that sends cable TV signals to your house. Since cable companies can already send multiple TV channels on the same cable, they can easily add a few extra channels for data. Just like with dial-up, cable connections require a modem to convert analog cable signals into digital computer signals. Another option that's becoming increasingly common is fiber optic. Fiber networks use fiber optic cables to send signals with light instead of electricity. This has a few considerable advantages. Light isn't vulnerable to electromagnetic interference and has potential for much higher speeds than DSL or cable. The downside is that fiber networks are expensive to build, so many areas don't have access to a fiber connection. So far, all the service types we've looked at require physical wires to transmit data. However, if you live in a rural area,
wait, low key, it said like it's not vulnerable to magnetic thing. Yo, you can take somebody's internet with if you have like a strong enough magnet. Like magnetic, she's like magnetic interference, something like that.
there's a good chance you don't have a nearby wired network to connect to.
Oh, no.
Fortunately, you can still connect to the internet via a satellite connection. By aligning a satellite dish to an orbital satellite hovering above the equator, you can get data from the internet from nearly anywhere in the world. The main downside of a satellite connection is latency. Because the data has to travel to space and back, it can take a few seconds longer to exchange data. While this may not seem like much, it makes a big difference for real-time applications like online gaming and video conferencing. Phones and other mobile devices use cellular connections. Using radio signals, phones connect to the nearest cellular base station, which is usually a tall tower. Unlike the other types of connections we've seen here, cellular data is likely to be rate limited. Instead of paying a monthly fee for as much data as you want, cellular providers generally limit the amount of data you can download. Because of this, many cell phone owners use a technology called Wi-Fi whenever they can. Wi-Fi uses radio signals to connect a cell phone to a smaller network, which in turn can be connected to an ISP. By using Wi-Fi, you can download data to your phone over a wired internet connection like DSL or fiber. This way, you don't run into the data limits imposed by cellular data plans. In addition to cell phones, Wi-Fi can be used by laptops and other devices with wireless capabilities. In this video, we describe several ways.
Well, I only got like 50 gigabytes of downloading with my cellular data. That thing goes like this. But whatever.
ISPs can send data to their customers. We looked at dial-up, DSL, cable, fiber optic, satellite, and cellular. We also talked about Wi-Fi, which can connect mobile devices to a wired network.
Yeah. Yeah, that's early in the days. Thank God we don't have this anymore. Because, like, look, if I wanted to do this right now, and somebody was on the phone, I'd be cooked. This is, thank God this exists. Let's see who we have to thank for this. Who developed DSL? I thank Ray Lane and Maddie Klein. Wait, the girls? Wait, no, this is not right. Ah, there you go. I thank Joseph Lechschneider. Joseph Lechschneider is for the okay, and John Keofi. And I don't know who that guy is. David Sobin. He appeared too, so thank him too. Cause thanks to you, I can play my games, do anything. I play my games, look at TikTok at the same time. Cable, yeah. I wish I had fiber optic. Fiber optics is so faster internet. Usually get faster internet. It's way faster.
A network is a group of computers connected together so that they can communicate with each other. Each computer on the network is called a host. On most networks, there are two kinds of hosts, clients and servers. The difference is that clients, like the device you're using to watch this video right now, consume network services and servers provide them. Let's look at an example. This is a diagram of a simple office network with two computers, one for Anne and one for Bob. Right now, the network doesn't have a server. Instead, each computer is providing some of the network services. Anne's computer has a printer that's shared with Bob, and Bob's computer has a huge storage drive that he shares with Anne. However, this setup has some problems. For example, if Bob is out of the office and has turned his computer off, Anne won't be able to access her files saved on his hard drive. Likewise, if Anne's computer is turned off, Bob won't be able to use the printer. The way to solve these problems is to introduce a special
You can share over the file.
Network called a server.
Yeah, sure.
Unlike these two clients, servers aren't used to do ordinary work, like word processing or creating spreadsheets. Instead, servers provide network services to the clients on the network. Now, instead of storing files on Bob's computer, Anne and Bob can both store them on the server. They can also use the server to manage the printer. Even if their computers are turned off, they'll still have access to the network services on the server. This kind of architecture is called the client-server model. Servers provide network services and clients consume them. There are many other services that servers can provide. Mail servers store and deliver email messages, web servers provide access to websites, and database servers store databases. We've just seen how servers work in a client-server network architecture. We've also looked at a few services servers can provide, including printing, file storage, email management, website access, and databases.
Okay, we watched this already. Good. That was easy. Mail server provides email service to a network in many ways. They're like virtual post offices. They store incoming emails and send outgoing emails either to users on the same network or on the network around the world. Every site you are visiting in the World Wide Web includes this one. Has been hosted on a web server. Yeah. Database services. Okay. Last video.
Windows uses user accounts to control who's allowed to log into the computer. Anyone who wants to use the computer must authenticate before being allowed to do anything. Authentication requires you to provide information to prove who you are. Typically, Windows requires you to supply a username and a password to authenticate. If you supply a valid username with the correct password, you're granted access to the system. Windows can also use other authentication mechanisms to log you into the system, such as a fingerprint or a smart card. After logging in, user accounts determine what level of access you're granted to resources on the system. For example, access to sensitive files may be restricted for some users, while other users are allowed full access to them. To manage user accounts on Windows, select the Start icon, open the Settings app, and select the Accounts option. Here you can manage your own account info, such as a profile picture, as well as email accounts, sign-in options, family groups, and more. To create and manage accounts for other users, select Other Users. Under the Other Users section, you can add a new account or modify an existing one. Let's select this account and then select Change Account Type. By default, new accounts are created as standard user accounts, which means they will have limited access to make changes to the system. An administrator account would have complete access to the system and would have permission to make whatever changes they wanted. For security reasons, most user accounts should remain standard user accounts. Only a very limited number of trusted users should have an administrator account on the system. Your other option is to remove the account from the system. Let's add a new account for a user who already has a Microsoft login. In the Other Users section, select Add Account. Enter their existing email account and select Next. That is all that's required. They will receive an email with the information needed to log into this Windows system. Their password will remain the same as it is a Microsoft account. Creating a user account for someone who does not have a Microsoft account requires additional information. Select Add Account again. This time you will need to select I don't have this person's sign-in information. In the Create Account dialog, select Add a user without a Microsoft account. To complete the process, enter a username, password, and any information requested for account recovery options. Depending on the operating system version, you will need to provide a password hint, or, as seen here, select 3 questions and provide an answer for each. For demonstration purposes, basic information was provided. When creating accounts, you will always want to ensure you use strong passwords and different answers for each selected question. Select Next to create the account. The user can now sign into the system using the username and password you assigned. In this demonstration, we learned about Windows user accounts. Windows user accounts are created in the Settings app. Standard user accounts have limited access to the system. Administrator accounts have full control over the system. Strong passwords should be assigned to user accounts.
Yo, low-key, I can do that with my sister, bruh. Low-key. I can just put her a password for it. Different passwords. She can only play some limited thing. Oh, do some limited things to my computer. Just in case she fucks things up. Yeah, we got that. Okay, done. Okay. So my test, I believe, is from 2.4 to 2.8. So let's see. Oh yeah, webinars, seminars. The fuck. Okay, we just did this one, right? This is the one that you just did. SQL. I learned SQL. I don't remember actually how to do it. But it's just data. It's just you do queries to find data. You know, data facts. Big data does everything is collected by the internet. Database technology. Database terms. A table. Okay, a form. Once database is done right instead of the information. Okay. Okay, yeah, field. This guy's a single attribute. And for example, in a database of people, you may have a field of first names, last names, blah 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 blah, records, columns, and rows. I always get confused with these. I don't know why. Columns versus rows. I'm just stupid. Columns, rows. Yeah. Yeah. I get it right. Skip that one, and we did this one. I did this one. Telecoms, our budget, like that. I think that's it for the day, guys. Holy. I like going to play some Battlefield before I go to sleep, but like, I gotta go shower. I'm gonna take this off. Actually, it's hurting me right now. I think I'm having like I think I'm a little sick. Not that much, but a little. I want to stay up until 12. See if anybody texts me. My birthday. Hopefully they do. I know my mom will. But like not at 12. She will do it like in the morning when she wakes up. She's probably asleep already. My dad probably asleep already too. from the people I have in Instagram, I don't think nobody gonna text me for real. I don't even know what I'm gonna wear tomorrow. Can I wear normal clothes? I look, you want to go to somewhere. I don't know. Main events. Mm, so tired. Every time I look at myself right now, especially with this camera, how it looks, I'd be like, damn, I'm so fucking ugly, chopped as fuck. I need a haircut too. Cause I'm chopped and short, and like the girls I like are usually my height. Some of them are a little taller than me, but still. And well, beautiful, of course. And me, what can I do? Nothing. Oh yeah. This is a little depressing to think about, but it's fine, you know. I know eventually I'll find somebody. Bye 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 bye. Like it is. You look, feel like I feel like wow. Look at this. So I'm sharp. Wait, if I go fully, wait, like this. I mean, I can still feel it, but I don't know if you can see it. You look again. Look, he's sharper than a knife. 45 degrees. My shit is like at least 60. Wait, let's see. This is 90 degrees. Well, it depends from where you measure it from. I mean, it can be 45 degrees actually. I don't know what they supposed to. The perfect measurement is supposed to be. But yeah. Well, we did studying for calculus. We did some econ. Tomorrow I might play some games and maybe study later, or study first and then play games. That should be the one I should do. But like I don't know, it depends on how I feel. And it depends what I do on my birthday. Then Saturday, in the morning, I guess I can study a little. Sunday I work on my essay and play games. And then and Monday we don't have school either, so I can stream too. Oh yeah, I got a quiz tomorrow. I have a vocabulary about fucking game design. So cooked. They not study at all. But it should be easy though. It should be easy. If it's multiple choice, that'll be better. Because if it's multiple choice, I got it. Easy. Light work, no reaction. Well, it's 11, guys, so I'm gonna go to shower, get ready for bed. See ya guys later. Ooh.